Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for joining us. For anyone that doesn't know who I am Vivien Chien, author of the Noodle Shop Mysteries. I always do a quick plug for myself. There you go. This is the most recent available, soon to be overshadowed by Peking Duck and Cover, which comes out next month. I'm super excited about that. So today I'm going to do a plan with me. I attempted to do this last week. It didn't go too bad, but there was a lot of things that I was not happy with. And I worked on the video throughout the week, and now here we are. It's time to decorate another week. So I figure I'm just going to get into it. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to post the video from last week. I did do this spread. I covered up some things that are that I don't want to share at this moment. But this was the spread that I did last week, Simply Gilded. I love her stuff. And I'm doing another kit with her stuff today. These are the potential washies I'm going to be using. I talked about how I try and do a different color scheme every week. So, like this week was pink. And then like I did like a blue, like mermaid for the week before. So I always try to do something a little bit different. I have been trying to keep myself accountable because I have been struggling with that. Most of you know that I am a cancer survivor. I'm currently going through treatment for breast cancer. And although the cancer was removed, treatment was still, it was on the table. So I've been struggling, and getting myself organized feels like the best option to get myself back into normalcy. I largely ignored my planner for a better part of the year, and it makes me sad. I hate to see blank pages, but I will show you guys. So this is the cover. I have a thing for celestial, moon, stars, all that stuff. So this isn't what I wanted to show you, but like, as you can see, I tried to do some scribbles here, but most, like, I didn't even finish decorating. It's all blank. It hurts my soul to see that. But I have just started now getting back into everything, and I'm hoping that I'm in frame, which I think that I am, yes. Okay. This is all learning experience for me, which was a large reason why I wanted to post a video from last week, because it showed my many errors, and the more that I talk about it, which I went on about it ridiculously in the last video as well, the more I talk about it, the more I do want to post it, because I know that there are a lot of people out there who are afraid to post things because they don't feel like they're perfect. And I don't know, I guess I want to be an example for myself and for others, maybe, I'm not sure. So today we're just going to go with this, and we're going to see how it works. One of the things that I figured out while I was recording last week was how difficult it is to do this and talk at the same time. And a lot of people do voiceovers, and I am here to say that I get it. I totally get it. Oops, I took out an extra page. So I like to take it out of the planner now. I didn't used to, but that's one of the things that I like about Happy Planners, is that you can remove everything very easily, you know, with this this style of disc. So this is for a Happy Planner vertical classic size. So this is a planner that's like decorated and pretty and all of that. And then this smaller planner, which I changed the cover because I didn't like the cover that it came with. This is my mini that's junky, messy, pen and pencil, things crossed out, and it is a vertical. So I'm trying to, vertical, oh my gosh, it's a horizontal. So I like this for this size, but for the pretty one, I like to do this. So what I'm trying to do right now is stick to this format of all of my daily appointments and day specific items go in the top, which I kind of have here. And then I separate it so that this part, this middle section, is largely for day-to-day items that I think of that I don't want to forget, like emptying the dishwasher. I forget that I want to do that all the time. And the bottom is for work items. So I want to try and stick with that. I'm trying to find a system that is functional and pretty, that I like to look at, that also makes sense to me. I want to do eventually a flip of previous planners and show you guys kind of like the path that I took, because a lot of people are curious about how I got into this. And so I'll talk about that a little bit as I'm doing this. But this is the kit that I'm going to use. I think this was called Pastel ink. This was from a subscription box, and I want to say that I got it last year. It is used and loved. I love this. I like to call this color scheme like cotton candy, but it's called, I think, Pastel ink. It says it somewhere. I'm not sure where. But I'm going to use this kit, what's left, and the washi that I showed you guys earlier. I believe that this one came with it, and it's very beautiful. It's got like iridescent mandalas on it. Super pretty. So I may go with that. And then I also have these two options. This one might have come with the kit as well. I don't know. It's got a different foil color on it though. I hope you guys can see that. This is hard for me to see. I'm trying to look over the camera here. Okay. See, this is all part of the learning process for us. We're on this journey together, guys. And then these for the separators and border. So what I like to do first is, now the more I look at this, I really do want to use this. This is very pretty. Okay, we're gonna do it. And we'll get rid of, let's see, we'll get rid of these two. So those two got the axe. And all of this stuff that I've shown so far is from Simply Gilded. I wanted to get more organized with explaining in the event that anybody wants to pick up stuff for themselves. The nice thing about the subscription boxes with Simply Gilded is that she has made them available as a non-subscription, so you can get like leftover items from previous kits, which I think is great, because not everybody can or wants to spend the money on a kit every month. I took a little bit of a break from my subscriptions because I was getting overwhelmed with how much stuff I was accumulating. She offers so many great items inside of her kits that I couldn't help myself. This, my little washi cutter, this is from Sparkly Paper Co. I love these, and it's cute. But I love these smaller washi cutters because I feel like they're easier for me to work with. So I always start with the border part. And another thing that I realized is that when I'm doing this, a lot of times I forget what I'm talking about. So in the event that I do that, I've now worked on the video editing portion to include points where I forget what I'm talking about. Part of that is because I'm trying to concentrate on this, and part of that is still from the chemo brain, which lasts long after treatment. They give a different average. Different doctors say different things. it seems that they all agree about 9 months. Some of them say 3 to 6. Some of them say 9 to 12. You know, it's different. So this helps me remember stuff. I use my planner a lot. I got an oil spot there that's going to drive me crazy. I use my planner largely to keep me accountable for things, to remember, because I forget to do a lot of stuff. I get so distracted. I'm going to cut this edge off because it's kind of lost its sticky. Let me make sure I'm still in frame here. I had a, okay, I'm a little bit, there we go. I have a, oh, I can use my book. I had a, does that, okay. I had a partition here last week, and I forgot to do that part, but it was, so I made sure that I stayed in frame with you guys. Okay, so I always do the borders, or the day covers, and I have these. I think I'm gonna go with the sparkly ones. I think I like that best. And then I'm gonna use this to compensate for the space. Some, you know, some people offer the large size to cover the whole thing, but I think that makes it difficult unless, like, you can't use it with different planner kits. And I know making these for people, you want to give them as many options as possible. I am also working on my own stuff. I think, and I had mentioned it in the previous video as well, and I think that part of me didn't want to post that video because I was holding out that I was gonna start something. And even now, as I'm telling you that, I feel like I'm thinking about it as well. So the plan is to create this video first, to get myself on track, and then I am going to maybe do something that I'm not going to tell you about just yet. I have a lot of plans, and you know, my health issues have gotten in the way. I kind of want to talk about that, but I don't know if I want to talk about it right this minute, only because I feel like that will totally distract me from what I'm doing. I'm not sure, because what I want to say is, I think a lot of us do that, you know, oops, I mean, that's fine, but I think a lot of us do that. I think that a lot of us allow things to get in our way, not on purpose, it just kind of happens, but we lose sight of the things that we want, and then time moves, you know, a lot of time has moved for me, and it's hard to imagine. You know, I think at one point in my life, it was more difficult to figure out, you know, time frames, because you didn't have certain markers in your life. And so I will talk about this while I'm doing this. So I realized that this year I have been divorced for 10 years. And, you know, when I divorced my ex-husband, you know, I moved into an apartment and I wasn't planning on living here long. And, you know, there's a realization that comes along with that I've been here for 10 years. Now, would I have necessarily paid attention to that had I not had that time marker? You know what I mean? And then COVID happened for all of us, and that was in 2020. And that's a time marker. And I don't know, it's weird, I guess. I've been thinking a lot lately about time and how it moves for all of us and how it's different, and, you know, time is perceptive. And we all experience it at different intervals, depending on what's meaningful to us. So I have wanted to do things since before COVID for my business. You know, I've become a full-time author in the past couple years. That's something that I talk about and then never finish talking about. And that's largely because I don't know that I want to get into it right now. You know, I'm not sure. But my point in saying all of that is that I've acknowledged how much time has gone past and how many things have gone to the wayside. And I would really like for that to stop happening. The only way for that to stop happening is for you to do something about it. And, you know, it includes my YouTube channel even. I talked about it a couple times. There was this girl that I follow. Her account is Monique Plans, and I loved her plan with me's and her hangout sessions. I call them hangout sessions. I don't think that she does. But the thing that I really enjoyed was that it was just watching what she was doing. It was laid back. She wasn't worried about if it was perfect, if she made mistakes. And I really admired that about her. And so I was struggling with something, and I decided that I was going to go online and watch one of her videos. Well, and it just so happens a video that she posted was about not waiting to do things until they're perfect. And so she encouraged me indirectly, you know, she inspired me to take the leap and create my channel and not worry about the fact that I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Because I'll be honest with you guys, like, I never thought I'd do any of this stuff. I'm not a person that, you know, like to record myself or listen to myself talk. But I wanted to start doing these things because I like really connecting with people. And I found a lot of kindness, and I'm trying to think of the word, but I found a lot of kindness through the planner community. I feel like a lot of us were the same. You know, we all are very interested in similar items, including reading, and, you know, in an affinity for paper, which I talk about also in my last video. See, the plan is if I tell you guys enough about my last video, I won't have to post it, because it'll all be in here. But I guess my point in saying all of that is that I've realized how much time has passed. It bothers me that I don't want to keep letting things get in the way, you know, and waiting for things to be completely perfect. Because I think even before all of this happened, I think that I knew that. Like, it's not like a new concept to me, you know? Like, I knew if you wait for things to be perfect, you're going to be waiting forever. So I guess my message in that all that kerfuffle was that if you are waiting on something, you want to do something, whatever it may be, professionally, personally, romantically, you know, whatever, I encourage you to do it and stop waiting for that right time. I talked with a couple people about creating these videos in general, about doing, because if I haven't talked about it yet, I'll just say it now. The purpose that I want in what I do is to connect with people on a level where you realize that there are other people out there who feel how you do. I think that's always been important with me. A sense of belonging, a sense of, it's not just me that does this. And I think I would like to be that for other people. And I'd also like to share pieces of me. The chances of the people watching these videos read my books is generally high. So I will say, a lot of you know me as an author, and you know me as through what I write. And this is more about me as a person and how I got to be who I am, where where I've gone, where I'm going, what I like, stuff like that. It adds depth to people, getting to know them on a different level. Like, this is me, I'm a dork. This is what I do. I decorate my planner. I like stickers. I like a good ramble. Normally I don't share my rambles with people, but I'm starting to. And the more that I do it, the more I realize, how many people walk around with these feelings and don't express them to people. And the reason why I know that is because people have said that to me. People say, I felt X, Y, and Z, and I didn't want to say anything because I felt stupid. And I'm like, so did I, But I think going through a major illness, chronic illness, whatever you want to say, I think it opens up a vulnerability, I think that you see things in a different way that you never saw them before, and it changes who you are. I mean, that's it, it changes who you are. So here we are. This is where we're at right now. I love it. I've been feeling like a purple kind of feeling lately. I don't know about this washi tape now. I was going to do this along the borders, but now I feel like this is too much. And it's a different metal. So like these foils, like these are all iridescent. This is more purpley, but still iridescent. I don't necessarily want to add, I don't know what this is, like a rose gold. It's hard for me to see with this light, which sounds strange. So now that I've gone on the ramble about time, I hope I know what I'm talking about. This is not straight. So yeah, I want to stop making excuses for myself. Maybe that's what I was going to talk about. If it is wrong, I will leave a footnote in the video about what I was supposed to talk about. But I was saying something about talking to people about doing these. And, there's a lot of, well, you got to have this and you got to do that. What about this? And I honestly think that a lot of that is more reasons to convince yourself that you're not ready. And that's why I appreciated watching Monique Plans, because I really liked that about her. She didn't care. She doesn't care. If you guys are so called to, you should check out her account. I will probably tag it somewhere. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen. I don't know what I feel about this border, you guys. I'm not sure. And I'm moving my partition. Okay. So when I was going through chemo the first time, which is now 2020, so 4 years ago. For anybody that doesn't know me, this is my third go around with chemotherapy treatment. Just, I guess, to fill in the gaps for anybody new, I am an ovarian cancer survivor. It recurred, so that you're at 2, which some people still count that as 1, and I don't know why. So I guess it just is up to however you want to look at it. I count it as 2 because the cancer went away and came back. It just so happened to be the same cancer. So that happened, and then last fall I was diagnosed with with stage 1 breast cancer. So that's to kind of catch you up. And back in 2020, I started doing, I started getting more involved with my planner. Now, I had been doing my planner stuff since I got my first book deal. I want to say that was 2017. It all started with an instant question, which is, what is a bullet journal? And then that torpedoed. Oh no, that is gonna bug me. It all torpedoed into the next thing, and then the next thing. And then, you know, I had a Hobonichi, and I had ring planners and all this stuff. So I will get into that in another video. I'm looking for my date dots now. And of course, they are missing, which is weird, because I could swear I had them. Okay, hold on. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I found them. They were on the floor, of course. So, I'm like looking through all my stuff like crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna put the date dots on next. I hate to cover up that pretty sparkle, but that's okay. So what date is it? My goodness, it's the 17th. Okay. I am doing this a little bit late. Normally I would have had this done already, but this weekend got a little bit busy, and yesterday was Father's Day, and so I was doing stuff for that. But I want to go back to what I was talking about with wanting to come on here and talk about doing these things. The videos that I watched helped me. They were comforting. They were low impact stimulation. And I feel like when you're going through anything, really, something that isn't like overly wild and crazy can kind of make you feel better. So I would take inspiration from many other planner girls, and it would make me feel better. And so if I can provide that calming effect for somebody else, or just to give them inspiration, or just for, you know, like I would have like anxiety and I would turn on YouTube and I would watch people decorate their planners, and then I would forget about feeling bad. So, you know, but I also, not just that, I also want to use it to talk about things, whatever they may be. You know, like when I didn't even think I wanted to do this today, and I made myself do it because I feel like the reason why I don't want to do it is a stall tactic, and I'm very aware of that with myself right now. There's a lot of me that feels afraid to start doing things again. But like, my point being is that when I first decided I was going to actually do this, I didn't know I was going to talk about the time thing, you know? So these are my thoughts largely at random. Now back to this. I have the base set up. So, now what I like to do is, that's when I go into my little planner and I pull the appointments that I have for the week. Now this week, I actually have no appointments, which was unexpected because I was supposed to have a scan tomorrow, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm not even going to tell you guys about it because it's not worth it. But I'm not going to have the scan at this moment. I am okay, and I'm going to talk to my doctor first, because sometimes they want you to have tests that don't make sense for stuff. Just, you know, as a note, as a note. So, I do have certain things that I do through the week. I'm thinking about either these little stickers, or, oh, they're right here, or these up here, which maybe I'll do a little bit of both. Let's see. This one is, I like this, but it's odd to put something on it, I suppose. I thought there was another sheet. Oh, there is. So I have these as well. Maybe I'll do, this one's a little separated a little bit better. So, I do specific things on specific days. I hang out with my family on certain days. And so I like to have that marked as a reminder that I did those things. Another thing I wanted to mention is that memory keeping. So as functional as I want this to be, I also want it to be a memory keeper of sorts. Now, originally, what I thought I was gonna do was that in this bigger planner, it was gonna be memory keeping only. And then in this smaller planner was gonna be my daily tasks. You know, like I would put everything in here, appointments, whatever. But I found that I did not like that because I kept gravitating towards this, but it was no longer functional. So I'm trying to combine both concepts into one and keep this planner the messy one, because I do need to have that. I found and I feel like that's like a pitfall for a lot of people, is they don't want to go into their planner because they're worried that they're going to make it look ugly. There's a pressure to it. And I've noticed that there's also, I'm going to use this one. I noticed that there's a pressure to that. People don't want to use their planners because they're afraid they're going to mess it up, and then they end up doing nothing. It's that whole like freeze thing. And so some people give up, and I notice there's a lot of pressure also with recording. And so I want to be mindful of that for myself and not turn this into, well, I'm not going to do my planner unless I'm recording. You know what I mean? We put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and I could probably honestly go on a tangent about that. But, hey, I'm not gonna. Not today. Let me use this little family sticker here. I just hit the camera with my head. So hopefully that didn't like shake something. I probably should check on that, huh? I think we're good. Let me take a look. Yeah, mostly. I've been a little bit out of frame, I suppose. It's hard for me to figure this stuff out, and I keep shaking the table too. I'll have to see about that. Okay, so like I said, this is my daily things. What I will do, which I should go back and talk about that, because that actually makes sense. What I do is I use my appointments and I block out my days. I do that first because, again, functionality. And then this opens up sticker usage. So I will put these full boxes, like I can put full boxes in here. I've stopped for the moment while I'm doing this plan of mine. I've stopped using a majority of the stickers in the center part. I realize that the more stuff I put down, the less functional my planner becomes because I don't have enough space. My handwriting can lead to be a little bit bigger at times. So it just depends on how I'm feeling, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this blank. I've also stopped, I was putting these task bars in here, but that also bothered me. So I'm stopping that for right now. Normally I would put like some type of task bar on every single day. I did that. So So I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. I didn't do that here. I always stick to the bullet system though. I still am a, but see, like here, you know, like this day, like I didn't do anything. My mom ended up coming over. I went out to eat, you know, like I didn't do anything, and then I feel like that's wasting a taskbar. And also sometimes I have more tasks to do than there are slots. So now, oh, I'm shaking the table again. I apologize. But I will not let it be a reason why I don't, why I don't post the video, because I cannot be trusted when it comes to that. I'll be like, oh, this. All right, I'm trying to, I put some washi tape on the table when I had to take my pause. So this bottom part is going to be the work area. I have a little work sticker that I can put down there. Ooh, actually I am gonna do that. That seems, and I also sometimes get stuck in sticker patterns. Like, I don't know, if you're a planner person and you're watching this, you have to tell me if you do that too. If you like the way something looks and then you continuously repeat that. I see some of these girls, women, gals, whatever word you want to use, but I see these people absolutely killing it every week in their planners, and they do a different setup. And I have a really hard time with that, because I very much like to have, like last week I did similar. I blocked off Monday, which aggravated me because I had a ton of work to do last week on Monday. But I just like the way that looks. It looks so pretty. So for now, we will leave it. We will leave it. Let me see here. So, oh, box stickers. Right. Oh, that was another thing. I wanted to do some script stickers from Happy Planner. And I brought those with me too, because I need a little bit of motivational encouragement. So I was thinking about using these, making sure I'm in frame. I thought about this one, Stay Focused and Extra Sparkly, because this is very sparkly. And I need this reminder, like I should tape this to my forehead to stay focused, because I have been struggling with that very much. But this looks really big. This is from the Happy Planner. This is the Reach for the Stars kit. I think this is still available. I bought this a while ago. It's very pretty. So if I didn't say that I'm into a certain theme, I think that you guys would have figured it out by now. But yeah, that looks kind of big. Because what I thought was I would use like this sticker and then kind of have it off center. I don't think that's gonna work. Well, let's do it anyways. Let's see what happens. And I can be mad about it later, right? I don't actually get mad about it, but I do get kerfuffled. So I forgot most of what I was talking about now. But yeah, a lot of people, see, it slightly bothers me. I don't even know if you guys can tell that the metals are different. It bothers me just a little bit. Okay, and then I think we'll do it like this. I think. I don't know if I hate this already, you guys. And then it's done. Oh. Hold on. Air bubbles are nobody's friend. Okay. I think that's fine. Does that sound convincing? I think that's fine. I think it does look okay. I may want to add some stars or something, so it doesn't look so like, you know. Ooh, I have some moons. I could do that. Let's do that. I have these. Aren't these pretty? Ugh, I love it. I love anything that sparkles. I love the iridescence of it all. I love it. Okay, so there's that. And then I have some smaller ones too. But I think I want to use one of these. So we'll do that. But yeah, this, you know, do this process, I would look forward to it every week, and it gave me something to focus on that was immediate. Oh, that's too big. I don't want to, I don't like that. All right, I'm going to leave it alone for right now. Maybe I should do these smaller ones. An old therapist of mine used to say that she felt, because of my personality type, that I needed to have a more immediate gratification than just my books. Writing a book is a long process. Even at my quickest, you know, a turnaround of like six months, that is still a lengthy process. And she always felt that I needed to do something more immediate. And so I would always keep that in mind, because she always gave me great advice. And I feel like I wanted to take that into account when I was going through treatment. And so I became more involved in planner stuff. All right, it's just going to have to stay there. That looks okay. I don't sound convinced to myself at all. But anyway, she wanted me to like do things that were artistic and creative that could be done with like in a day. And so I took that into account when I was going through treatment. I really love doing this. It makes me happy. It's something nice to look at. I can look back on it. And in the process, it will keep me organized. You would think. I mean, I still struggle with organization like you wouldn't believe. People think I'm super organized because I have a planner, and that's not necessarily true, because the kick is you have to actually look at your planner. That's number one. You got to look at it if you're gonna if you're gonna be productive. So there's that. But you know what? Regardless, it still makes me happy, and it's still something creative, and I'm using that creative muscle. And I think that when you are in a place of creativity, it helps other things. Like you're looking at something from a different angle. So, and right now I am working on the Chow Maniac, which is number 11 in my series. It's not going to be out until next year. I think April, I want to say. Peking Duck and Cover is coming out next month, like I mentioned earlier. What's interesting about that is that I'm having a surgery on the same day that it's coming out. I was not expecting that, but there's no other day for them to do it, and I got to do it. So that's also a note for anybody that doesn't know. I am going through the breast reconstruction process. So that is coming up, the final surgery. I am looking forward to it being over with. Okay, so I've got that. I don't know. I wanted to put some different stickers here, and I don't think maybe I did bring them. We will see. Okay, so we've gotten through that. Like I said, I want to leave this portion empty so that I can fill it up with as many tasks as I need to. And then if I don't, usually what I do is I go back and I'll put in a sticker if there's too much white space. Sometimes I care and sometimes I don't. I guess it just depends on when I'm doing it. I had also brought this along, the Stargazer stickers sheets. Also very pretty. I thought maybe I would find some use for them, because I thought I was gonna put the purple ones, like I thought I would put something in this corner here, but now I don't think I want to. And that's largely what a lot of this is. Like, I had to pull all this stuff in advance, because if you guys sat here with me during the process, you'd probably rip your hair out. Seeing me try and pick out stuff. So I've been doing this for several years. I've accumulated a lot of things, and it's a lot to look through sometimes. And sometimes that can be discouraging too. When they say less is more, I don't necessarily disagree, but I love more. Okay, so here I talked about these last week. These are printables that I purchased from like Etsy or something like that. I can't remember the shop names, however, and I'll print whatever I can on a page in an effort to conserve sticker paper. So I have a lot of cute little ones. I like to decorate the sidebar. I cover up the date. I don't really care about fonts matching all the time. It's not on my list of grievances. Like this bothers me more than anything. Like that, the fact that it ripped wrong. So I like to cover up the month with something a little bit more to do. And this is also like, I love the people that do this, and I would like to do this myself and also offer options based on the way that I think, because I love printables. And so if anybody's watching this that creates printables, thank you. It makes my life easy to have it. I also like to do like I have Christmas stuff on here, and but it's what worked at the time. So I just print out whatever together on my Cricut. Let me look at this really quick. Okay, so I need that. Well, I need that. Okay. This font I love this font, but it's really small. Now I have these to-dos. I could put this here. I do definitely want to use this gratitude. I've been trying to do a general week gratitude in my planner. I do have daily gratitudes as well, because that is very important. It also is, let me see, this is helping me keep in frame. It's also important to do gratitudes of any kind in order to keep your spirits up while you're going through this stuff. And I listened to this woman talk about gratitude, and I loved what she said, because she said people think that they need some kind of crazy large thing to be thankful for, and really, to just be thankful for the simple things. What did I do with that? Oh, right here. I do need this. I want this because I'm gonna separate. I will do, well, we might as well just stick with this. No. Having a roof over your head, having food to eat, clean water. Like, you don't have to have some large thing to be grateful for in order to be grateful. And I feel like a lot of people think that. I don't like that. That's fine. It's not a big deal. So, I will use, okay, I'm going to use one of these this week stickers, and I have one purpley one left. So I like to put that up here. And then on the week list, I will put things specific to this week that could be done at any time. I try not to give myself too many things, but you know, things are starting to kind of rack up. Because I have not been doing as much as I need to or want to. And then I also have been doing a goals section. Let me do this. I've been doing a goals section of goals I want to touch on specifically this week, because I'm trying to narrow things down, and giving myself, I didn't do the ones from last week. I covered them up. One of them is a secret. It's one of the things that I want to get started on, so we'll see if I do it or not. I kind of touched on it earlier. So I put those here. I'm doing a weekly gratitude for something to remind me, and like the example that I used, that's what I was grateful for last week. Just thankful that I have a roof over my head and food to eat every day. Those things are important, just to be thankful for those simple things. I am missing something, and I don't know what it is. Oh, this note section. I never do this. I use it as like a next week, and I use a little sticker. Where did they go? Okay, here. So I use one of these like little decorative stickers. I'll use this heart. And I just cover that up. And then I have somewhere, I have next week's stickers that I made. I made them the wrong size though. They're too big. But everything is trial and error and experiment with me right now. You know, my life is completely different than it used to be, and things are changing. I'm changing, and I am doing all kinds of things that I never did before and that I don't necessarily know how to do. So yeah, that's largely what this is all about for me. And talking about it, maybe it's going to help somebody else. That is my hope always, that somebody is like, oh my God, she gets it. I'm not alone. I can do the thing. And I'm not a person to let things really get in my way for very long. They do. Don't be misguided. I do let things get in my way. I don't like that about myself. But when I snap out of it, then I really get going. And that's what I'm hoping to accomplish through doing all of this. So, all right, let me go through this really quick. I want to do something here-ish. I don't work very much on the weekends anymore because I'm trying to have more of a work-life balance. We all need more of that, don't we? So, but I am getting close to deadline. So, but I do want to kind of put something here. I just don't know what. And I think, oh, I like to use, I don't know, these stickers are so adorable. They're either from, I hope you guys can see that, Plan With Me. No, not Plan With Me. Oh my gosh. Happy Plans, Plan for Happy. Not Happy Plans. Oh, never mind. I will put it here-ish. Here-ish. We'll get there. Not just like close up of my hand. It's fine. I'll put that there because that's what I look like when I'm working. I said that last week as well. I still don't know what I'm going to do with that video, you guys. I think I'm just going to post it eventually. Oh yeah, I want to keep my little plants alive. This is another printable that I bought. I wish I could remember where. And I'll just do this little script. I still don't know what I want to put in this corner. I hadn't really thought that through because I was going to do that large glittery stuff, but I think I don't want to. Maybe I'll just put like a little moon in the corner. I wanted to use this before. Oh, there's too many moons. There's a moon right here. Maybe I will just leave it for right now. I don't want to sit here and contemplate it. And you guys are like, come on, get on with it. Okay, guys, I wanted to finish up really quickly. While I was recording the last portion, a note popped up on my phone that said something about it not having enough room. I thought I lost the whole video. It had recorded a majority of the video in slow motion. I have no idea why. I'm still figuring these things out. It said the video was like 2 hours long. I'm like, that's not right. So I did manage to fix it, and I'm going to stitch these two pieces together. So this is what it looks like back in my planner. I did decide to leave this area blank. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that you found some inspiration, or maybe you got to know me a little bit better, or maybe it was just a nice distraction. I hope that all of you guys have a productive week, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.